I'm gonna go down a well again. Why I'm going down this well is still a mystery. But it's a very wide well. I can't really tell if making this well narrower would make this game easier or harder. It basically, like, if it were a regular sized well, it'd just change into a rhythm game, because whether you need to figure out whether you needed to shoot or not. But as it is, that is not the case. It is a very wide well, a very, very wide well. I mean, even if my human is very short, let's say my human is 5 feet tall, which is shorter than me, but, you know, it's still reasonable. And there are... let's see, 1, 2... I can't even count right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces across, right? That means this well is like 45 feet across. Since we Americans love measuring things in football fields, you would get a first down and then some if you moved the ball all the way down the well from one side to the other. I sometimes wonder about that if, you know, in like England or South America or wherever they measure things in soccer fields like we measure things in football fields, because we have a real propensity for doing that. Oh yeah. Basically, anytime you can take the apple, you should do it, because at, like, when you're doing badly, it's hit points that you need. When you're doing well, it's extra hit points that you will need. In most cases, at least, if you're not really suffering on hit points, anyway. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about how making Americans measure things in football fields, like as like I think there's a conspiracy, like the other nations of the world are going to come here overnight they're going to infiltrate our society. They're going to change football fields to meters, and since Americans measure everything in football fields, they'll change everything from yards to meters, and then we'll be on the metric system, suddenly. And without hardly any warning. And I think that's the plan. I think that's why we've started measuring everything in football fields. It's a European conspiracy to get us on metric. I talk too much when I play. That was awful. Retry. These games aren't very long, which is nice. But since they're not very long, it's like eating Oreos. Like, you're like, yeah, I'll have an Oreo or two, you know? Have a little snack. Suddenly, you have eaten 20 Oreos, and it is no longer a snack, it is a lifestyle. There is an achievement in this, or a trophy, I guess, because I'm playing. You see, trophy just doesn't have the same ring to it, I don't think. I mean, that's an absolutely arbitrary and petty reason to, like, one console over another. But, like, achievement sounds like you've achieved something, whereas trophy, like, it's got kind of the same vibe, but it's not, like, it sounds... Achievement sounds more, varied. Like, because... trophy sounds like you only get, like... trophy sounds like you only should get one of them per game. To me. Like, that's my perception of the word trophy. I don't like any of these, really. We'll go with the drone, though. That's my perception of the word trophy. Whereas achievement, you can achieve, like, in my mind, you can achieve many things in the game. So, I just, nomenclature-wise, I prefer achievement to trophy. I also like the scoring system a little bit better because it's a little more specific in Xbox. But the reason you always see me play PlayStation is because I want to stream on YouTube instead of Twitch. Because I streamed on Twitch once and it immediately erased my like as soon as I was done playing, it was like, no, your thing doesn't exist anymore. And frankly, I mean, maybe not if you're reading this in the far-flung future. Nope, not if they're reading in the far-flung future! Old Pete here! Okay, well, I mean, not if you're maybe not if you're reading this in the far-flung future, or watching it in the far-flung future. In the far-flung future, you can get transcripts, too! Easy as that, it helps you find your favorite parts. Look up keywords to figure out what part in the video you want to see. That's cool. That was also awful. Okay, I got off topic. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. Oh yeah, Twitch. Twitch erased my stuff, and, like, not for the time being, but, I mean, maybe eventually I will be popular enough to be able to stream something once and have people actually watch it. But for now, I have got to preserve my videos for longer than 8 seconds so that people can actually maybe eventually watch them. And Twitch, I think there's a special setting you have to set up, and I know Twitch is gamer specific, which is good for finding an audience, but I don't know. I like PS4's take on YouTube. You just hit the thing, hit one button, it shares to YouTube. Hit another button, it shares to Facebook. Name it, then you're good to go. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. I don't think I've ever lost any of my YouTube videos, though I should probably go back and check the earlier ones to see if they're still there, like the Rush stuff that I did. I think I spent so long talking about the difference in my head between trophies and achievements that I forgot entirely to say what there was an achievement for, or a trophy for. It's for jumping on 100 things without landing on the ground. That can be enemies, that can be these little rocks that are occasionally on the side, or torches that are in the second level. But 100 of them without ever touching, like, solid ground. And that's insane to me. I think the highest I've ever gotten, and I was really concentrating pretty hard, is like 14. Which, I mean, it still looks pretty neat while you're doing it, but that is not something I'm going to, I think, accomplish anytime soon. But if you've been watching me today, which nobody has, I don't think, but theoretically, if you've been watching today's content, I guess, you will know that I've just finished playing Enter the Gungeon. And this is by the same people as Enter the Gungeon, and it's becoming actually as fiercely addictive as Enter the Gungeon. See my previous comment about eating 20 Oreos at once because they're bite-sized. And if I get as hooked on this as I did on that, there's really no hope for me, because I will attempt to get everything. And in this game, getting everything is... I mean, in Enter the Gungeon, if you haven't played it much before, getting everything seems darn near impossible. And such is the case with this game, but I'm sure if I obsessively play it over and 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 over like I played Enter the Gungeon, I'm certain that I will probably eventually end up with a lot of those trophies, either on purpose or by accident. This is a pretty good weapon for doing that kind of thing, because it slows you down enough to figure out what's below you. Oh dear. Oh, I punched the dang wrong button. Okay, well, I guess I missed that one. No, huge loss, I'm sure. This, unless there's like a slow-mo style or something that I'm counting out. I've unlocked all the styles as far as like the screen shows me, but I'm holding out hope that there might be like a slow-mo mode or something that would assist me in getting some of the more onerous little achievement things, trophies, whatever you want to, whatever your preferred nomenclature is. I want to get up there. It's twice that's happened. Hup, hup. There's a 5 combo, which, you know, is 1/20th of the way I would need to get if I were trying for that. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have, I was on Burst. Burst is my least favorite weapon, because, I like the big weapons like laser and shotgun, because you can pretty much slay whatever is beneath you with them. I like the smaller ones, because those give you a little more, like, jump leeway, a little more hang time, and, but Burst is the worst of both worlds, in my opinion, because it's not super helpful for getting that hang time, and for any long amount of time, and it's also not super useful for, like, it's plenty powerful, but it doesn't have a very, like, it doesn't go through stuff super well, and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't spread out at all like this one does, and you don't get very much ammo for it, it seems like, so it's definitely not my favorite one. And even when I get more energy, it still hasn't been. Here's a decent jump. Laser. But, I'm doing arm spin mode because that one, with this one you find, like a bunch of weapon mods in the caves. And shops are nice because they allow you to buy exactly what you want, whereas, the weapon modules are random. They're either health or energy, and getting energy when you want health can be kind of a bastard, but what was I gonna say? The getting what you want can be nice, getting exactly what you want, but you also have to spend gems, which you may or may not have. So I would rather take a sure thing that may not be exactly what I want than a being able to choose but not being able to afford it. I don't like any of these. I guess I'll go with this one. This one's really neat, but it's not super useful because a lot of the times it freezes time. Oh, I forgot I was on laser. I thought I was on something else. It freezes time when you take damage, but a lot of the times when you take damage, you're actually in the air. So, you'll still fall. Like, time still applies to you when time stops for the outside world. So, this one is neat, but I haven't found much use for it. Maybe after I've played some more, I will find more use for it. And, if you get combos above 10, you also get gem bonuses, so... And there's certain styles that give you more gems or make things cost less. But again, I prefer this arm spin one. There's one that gives you more hit points at the outset, but I don't know. I like arm spin. Gonna leave it at that for now. Oh yeah, and going into the side areas, if you land on the ground here, inside the bubble, it doesn't count against your combo. But sometimes that's kind of a tricky thing to accomplish. I'm not going for combos really anyway, I'm just going to... Whoa, that frog was hidden inside that turtle. That's sneaky, tricky business. Also, that was unfortunate for me. But hey, I've got 5 hit points now. Hup. The bats. The bats you gotta get, because if you don't get the bats, they'll come, like, they'll follow you. Like, the little blobby guys follow you too, but they follow you so slowly that it doesn't really matter. The bats, though, they'll come down right quick and mess you up. So, don't let the bats get above you, is the lesson from this. Have I not even passed the first area in this playthrough yet? God, jeez. It's ridiculous. Oh, I let the bat get above me. It's time to go! Oh, shotgun is pretty brutal. I'm not sure it can take out the turtles, but it will take out most enemies in one hit. Laser, also very extremely effective at killing things. Although not that guy for some reason, because I swear I hit him and he didn't get got. Ow. Hey, hopefully that, is that 3-3? Or 1-3? Oh yes, knife and fork. I can eat corpses now. Which, you know, you gotta be able to eat in the Downwell. Because if you don't, you'll die. I mean, you still die, but you'll die of starvation, which actually won't happen because you will always die of enemies long before you'll die of starvation. But if you, like, opted to, like, stay in the Downwell and not, you know, go any further because you don't want to get ravaged by ghosts, which is perfectly understandable, I think, then you would starve, and that would not be pleasant. And, like, that's the way the game phrases it, like, you can eat bodies or you can eat corpses. Like, are they even really bodies? Because you can eat the ghost things. Like, whatever the ghosts leave behind their sheets, I guess. That was dumb of me. I was talking too much. Oh, yeah. And the ghosts are this level's bats. You don't want to... You can stomp... Well, I mean, the bats are also this level's bats. But you don't want... Oh, see, it went om nom nom. That means I ate something. I don't think you can get the little extra health things. Like the little meter that contributes towards an extra little... heart. Oh, God. Oh, this is not going well for me. I'm just leaving by... I don't think you can get that from eating people, but, you know, it's still super useful power to have. I hate those guys. Oh, dang. I wanted to jump on top of that ghost, because those ghosts are ornery if they get above you, just like the bats. They're not quite as fast as the bats, fortunately, but... Boink, boink. Ba 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 boink, hop boink. I'm trying to get those ghost bodies sheets so I can heal that hit point that's gone, but it has not been working out for me. Oh, that was super close. Doink, doink, doink. Okay, that'll work. Oh, it's burst though. Oh, ghost. Oh, those ghosts above me are coming for me. Laser. Jump on this one's head and go down, 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 down. Well, oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake, but I'm through the level. You might get to see the third world. Not like the good kind of third world. Well, I mean, good in that it's nearer the end. God, Don't like any of these. I have not seen a shop, I think, since I started. Get lasered. Oh boy, that's a bat. Alright. Phew. That guy that made that shrieking noise, he sucks, also. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That dude down there. But with laser, he's really not a problem. I have other problems with laser, such as, you know, not having very many shots, but, well, that problem is now completely solved. And my suite of problems is now different. I don't think I ever actually watch my ammo meter at all. Because, like, with laser, I'm like, yeah, I've got, like, 3 or 4 shots maybe now that I'm on the 2nd level. And with Nappy, it's like, oh, I can shoot, not forever, but, like, effectively forever now that I've got power-ups going on. Puncher! Puncher's a good middle ground one as well. Pretty effective. Gives you... pretty strong, gives you a decent amount of hang time, and you get... Oh, hey! Yes! Okay. We're doing well. Downwell. And now we're actually in a well. We found the water, guys. We can go home. It's got that old Sonic the Hedgehog vibe going on. With the having to get water every so often. And is that the seaweed from the Ninja Turtles? I haven't seen you in years, you old bastard. And you might notice my combo is doing alright. Oh. I've never had my bubbles run out. 10 combo. Hey, I got a combo, you guys. I got a combo that was actually worth something. So that's neat. Bam. I have gotten to floor 4. It happened exactly once. So we'll see if I can do it again. I have been playing a lot of this game, though. I don't know if maybe you can tell. Maybe just a little bit. Boink. Ah, dang. Oh, I omnommed. That's good. I hate those things, because if you go below them, it, Oh, burst. Oh, I got the reverse engineering thing, too. I should have shot that thing. Oh, boy. Alright. Boink. I wonder if my little damage bubble affects my, like, I wonder if I get the air, like, I wonder if my air continues to go down if that happens. Oh, is that 3-3? 3-2. Cleared. Yes, we are on 3-3. Ah, sure, we can go with the drone. That'll help a little bit with the falling squid guys. How about... Hup. Boink. Like, the... Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm running out of air. Okay, alright. Needs to... Oh, drat. I panicked. That was a pretty good run, though. Let's see what I got. Mossy. Let's change up that one for the next round. Palette. Oh, that's terrible on the eyes. Let's do it. Because the water one, you fall a little bit more slowly, too, I think. Huh. Triple. Oh, let that bat get above me. No good, no good. And at first, when you're playing this, spotting the bats is a real problem, because they will, like, they're hanging on walls and they're not super, like, they blend into the background a little bit. Not shape-wise, but color-wise. And there are achievements to get through the, I keep saying achievements. Whatever. They're achievements. I'm done fighting it. That's what I'm saying from now on. There are achievements to get through a level without shooting. There's one to get through a level without taking a hit, which I've absolutely done. I've done the shooting one too. There's one for not killing any enemies, which is going to be more difficult because of course, you can jump on enemies, and when you're falling down the Downwell, it's kind of hard to, you know, avoid them when they come up so fast. Or when they're being jerks, also, is a concern. That was a pretty decent 5 combo there. Too bad I don't get anything for that, but... I wish that would give you, like, health or something. That'd be great. Doink. Doink. Basically, well, I was going to explain what happens when you get to the 4th area, but I think I'll save it for when that actually... For if that... Well, I mean, when that eventually happens. It may not happen in this video, because I've only... Like I said, I've only done it the once, but... We shall see. I have to wonder how many upgrades there are in this, because I'm pretty sure I've seen them all. Which I would love more variety, because I always do, but because that means more potential for maybe potentially getting something that's cheap and cheaty enough that I can actually win at this game. But yeah. Would prefer a little bit more variety, but this game is so fun. Like, I really like sometimes just the controls can. I mean, bad controls can easily break a game, but you never hear about. You rarely hear about controls that make the game, and that is the case in this because. The controls are super responsive and super easy. It's what I like about... It's one thing I like about this game. It's what I liked about... one thing I really liked about... what was that game? Rogue Legacy. Like, as I've gotten older, I have taken more and more responsibility for my own failures and blamed less and less of it on the controller, but there are still certain games that, you know... Okay, so there are a couple color schemes in which the spiky floors are no different than the regular floors, and thank God this isn't one of them. Alright. Okay, well, not that it matters. I think I'm going to play this about to the halfway down to an hour. Again, these games are very, 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 very short. And very, very, very easy to play forever. Because you're like, oh, just restart. It'll just be another 2 or 3 minutes of my life that I am spending on this. But, again, it's also very hard to beat. Or get close to beating, even. So, it ends up being, you know, 3 hours. Which is one reason, I think, that it's good that I'm recording this, because then I can get to an hour and say, that's a good recording length. Even though that often has very little to do with how much I record, because there's some videos I have that are... I don't know if I've ever reached 3 hours on any of them. I think the most likely candidate might be Deadly Tower Monsters, because me and Laura played that in very long bursts. Or maybe the... did we record the witness? I'm not sure we did. But yeah, I mean, I have certainly done 2+ hour recordings, but maybe not today. I was saying before that I have, I want to play a little more Fortnite. Because I do like, Fortnite, let me talk about that a little bit. Fortnite has been widely panned for its sort of money-grubbing mentality with the random loot stuff where you can get good loot or bad loot, and it doesn't really matter how much you play or practice or anything, your loot is largely up to chance. But I have the Founders Edition, which means that I get loot, I literally get loot every day. So if I'm patient, and you know, there's a certain, like, I get why people are angry. I absolutely do. Like, I was pretty mad about it myself when I found out how they were conducting it. But after reading all the articles about how terrible they were, it's still, like, if you're not obsessed with finishing the game quickly, because a lot of your, a lot of your skill points are, you know, they accumulate over time rather than being earned. Which, you know, that's life sometimes, actually, children. You know, you accumulate things over time. That's how, like, work experience and stuff works. So, you know, patience is not a bad virtue to have, and it's... While I would argue that, I don't want to compare it to Minecraft, because Minecraft is absolutely better, because Minecraft, what you put into it is a little more equal with what you get out of it a lot of the time, but, you know, that patience isn't a bad thing to have, and there's something, there's something of Minecraft that I see in you know, cultivating your base and making sure it's, you know, the place where you want to be defending against monsters, and I like that a lot. The fact that the progression is so slow is not super thrilling to me, and you know, the fact that you need so much time to get through the plot doesn't make me super happy. But I mean, if you have friends to play with, it's a decent way to, you know, spend your evening. And it's, I mean, the game will fix you up with a group of randoms, and it's really good at doing that, actually. It's pretty fast, and doesn't drop people off, and you'll get lag occasionally when people are signing in. But since the first part of the game is so, like, the first part of the game is like gathering and exploration, which is not immediately fatal if you don't have all of your people ready. So you can sign in and do some stuff while other people are signing in, which is super cool to me. So if you have a good crew, or and you want something to, maybe you want something to, you know, if you want a weekly ritual, I guess, you could do worse than to play Fortnite. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I've heard that and I'm speaking at least partly from ignorance when I say that, because I've heard that the, like, enemy health pools and everything get real unmanageable when you get to the higher levels, which makes the grind really kind of a pain, and you know, you can lose progression in the form of your base getting destroyed and what have you, and your weapons degrading if you die, and your weapons degrading, and like if you lose your weapons, you need to make new ones, and the higher tier ones are really resource heavy, and so on and so forth. So you can lose a little bit of progression if you kind of try to live beyond your DPS. But so far, I've not encountered that. My attitude may change as time goes on, and I'll let you know. But for now, and you may not want to devote your life to it, which is fine. And if you don't, there's a certain kind of mentality that this won't appeal to, and that is, I wanna beat the game and be done with it and move on to the next thing. Fortnite will not appeal to you if that's your game. If you're like, I want to cultivate my base and take some time and be patient, and it doesn't really matter to me how quickly I do this, then and you need something to do, you have a lot of time on your hands, and you want like a video game that will take a lot of time because you have a lot of time to spend, and you want a primary hobby, then Fortnite. You could definitely do worse than Fortnite. God, this is... I like Rocket Jump because it's good at getting enemies away from you when they're in certain positions. Although you probably should still try not to land right next to him like I tried to do with that guy. I was trying to demonstrate, and it went poorly. Because sometimes when you try and rocket jump off the ground, you are not actually on the ground, and you will fire down into the ground, and that is not what you want to be doing. But anyway, the entirely different game I was talking about, Fortnite. If you... and if you want to play Fortnite and go on to the next thing, the loot generation in the beginning is very generous. So if you're not super concerned with getting to the end and you just want to have a fun time for a while, you could also do worse than Fortnite. But if you want to get to the end and you want it to be, skill, if you want your skill to be rewarded rather than more than your dedication and persistence and time, then you're gonna have a bad time, I think. But again, I've been having fun so far, and we'll see if that continues. Also, I hear that they there was some patch notes recently that was saying they rebalanced the later areas because there was something wrong with the game balance. So maybe that fixed it. I don't know. I wasn't there for the before and after. So, hopefully that satisfies the people who have been not so satisfied with the experience so far. Oh yeah, and if you're considering going free-to-play, since, the people who bought the game get loot every day, that is enough for now, at least. I would not recommend going free-to-play because it doesn't look like it would be a very good time if you do the free-play version. And it's early access now. The people who paid for it are the ones who are playing. But if you plan to play free-to-play, and you're looking for if you're looking for the long-term experience, you should probably buy it. If it sounds like it appeals to you, because I don't want you coming in at this point of the video saying, you told me I should buy it, and then being like, this game is awful, I have all the same complaints about as the people who are constantly complaining about it. So, disclaimer, a lot of people are really mad about Fortnite. I'm less mad than some of them. Still not super thrilled about a lot of the decisions they made. Especially not super thrilled because, it's supposed to be a loot-based game, and in the screenshots they show you accumulating a bunch of loot at the end of the level, which is absolutely not the case. A lot of the stuff like the weapons and stuff that they're showing you accumulating at the end of the level is stuff that you mostly get out of the random loot stuff. So buyer beware on that. Hello, person who just joined me. I'm talking about Fortnite. I'm rambling on about Fortnite while I play Downwell, which may seem counterintuitive, but in Downwell, gameplay-wise, there's not much to talk about. There's tight controls, handles very well. And you go down a well. And that's basically how it is. Downwell. Go down a well. Very fun. Very fun, very addictive. Devolver games, as I have found Devolver games to be, of course, since I've been playing. And I will be playing Enter the Gungeon until time ends and the heat death of the universe kicks in. Alright. Oh, I'm running out of air. Oh boy. Okay, I gotta get going. I gotta get going in here. That gives me what I need, plus bubbles. Give me bubbles. Bubbles! Oh, that'll give me some bubbles. Oh, I gotta get going. I gotta get going. I think the well levels are actually shorter. Or maybe that's just because I am rushing them somewhat. Because I need my bubbles. Boink. 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 Don't let those guys get above you. They'll rocket back down and ruin your day. Okay, if you can help it, is the caveat there, because I could absolutely not help a couple of those. Oh, I should have got that barrel. Okay, well, that'll have to do. Alright, those guys are right outside my door. Okay, I think I'm safe now. Alright, boink. This seaweed brought to you by, you know, the old NES Ninja Turtles game, Deadly Deadly Seaweed. That was the name of the game, Deadly Deadly Seaweed. Let's not pretend like it was anything different, because that was where everybody died in that game. And, fun fact, I still get the song from the original NES Ninja Turtles game stuck in my head. That's not the arcade version, that's not Ninja Turtles 2, that's the original one where it was all, like, mazes and trying to find people and roving the streets, trying to figure out... Like, I think it was a little puzzle heavy. I don't quite remember exactly how it went. I know there were a couple Game Boy versions like that too, where there were a couple really puzzly Ninja Turtle games, but anyway, the seaweed in here is clearly from there, as it is deadly injurious. Or I guess that might be coral, but I think in the original Ninja Turtles it was called seaweed. It was seaweed. I do remember. I do kind of, sort of remember that. 9 combo. Oh, hey, I got my combo reward. I wonder how many you gotta get, because usually I need 10. Well, wait for that nonsense to happen, I guess. Okay, we gotta go. We're running out of air here. We gotta get this, and we gotta wait for that, and we gotta go down. Boy, I have not seen a shop in forever. Like, I picked this one, and this one doesn't, get shops super often. It's true. Oh, I'm in limbo. Okay, I gotta jump on this. I gotta jump on the stuff that is there for me to jump on, because everything else is spikes. Dude, I'm doing really well at this. Let me just go ahead and jinx myself here real quick. Yep, there's one. Laser. Okay, laser is not great for this level because I only get so much of it. But it does, I've noticed now that it does slow me down quite a bit. Dude, this is the farthest I've ever gotten. So, burst. Burst, you bastard! Why'd you have to come up now? Whatever. I'm fine, I'm going down the well. Longer period of invincibility would be great. I don't need the membership card to the shop because, frankly, if I find a shop, I've got enough gems to afford the entire world. So, A-T, triple. Oh, triple's gonna be so useful. Those ones coming in from above, they'll get you. Alright, let's go in here. Hope it's the heart. It's also burst. Okay. It's a shame that ended my combo. Oh boy. Oh dang, oh dang, oh dang, oh dang, oh dang, oh dang. Oh hey, I think this is the boss. Or maybe not. Safety jetpack. Can I get a heart or something for a reward? Because that would be great. Oh, that is unfortunate. That's the last level before the boss. Dang. Glow palette. Let's figure out what that one looks like. I have time for 1 or 2 more games. Alright. This is, I apologize for this. Because I feel the need to apologize for this. 'Cause really, what is this Virtual Boy nonsense? Hey, Burst! Great to see you again. I'm super thrilled. I still don't actually know what Gem High does. Like, I think it makes you maybe move a little faster, jump a little higher or something. Or, I don't know. Or makes your shots more powerful. Something is going on, and I'm not sure what it is. Shotgun! That looks cool in this color scheme. Whoop! Downwell! Oh boy, that's a bat. Alright, that's also a bat. Okay, alright. Nope, gotta keep going. Can't get back up there. It's not called Upwell, and it's not called Upwell for a reason. Uh-oh. 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 Alright, okay, cool. That's fine. Boy, that turtle can really take a hit. Well, I mean, if they couldn't, some of the trophies would be dang near impossible to get. Well, there's a shop, now that I don't have any gems left. I guess we'll buy some mysterious cave sushi. Which, frankly, if you were watching earlier, I got an ability that allows me to, like, eat the bodies of the enemies I kill. It's random whether it does it or not for hit points, and I feel like at least that's fresh. I don't know how long that cave sushi has been there, I don't know when the last time that guy that is living in this well sold any merchandise, because how can I? This is, I would assume, my first time down this well since, you know, I just suddenly decided to jump in a well one day. With my, maybe it's not this guy's first time jumping in a well. Like, I mean, you know, technically speaking, it's not, because I've played this game a million times, but, I mean, well, maybe, like, maybe a dozen or two. But I forgot what my point was. I forgot entirely what my point was. Oh yeah, it may not be this guy's first time exploring a well, because he had the foresight to bring his, like, jumpy gun boots with him that only shoot down. So at least he was prepared in that regard. I don't know what possesses a person to be like, hey, let me strap guns to my boots and fall down this well. But, you know, maybe somebody went before him and he's like, guys, where are you? And, like, he threw a nickel down the well and didn't hear it hit, so he's like, holy crap, I gotta come prepared down this well. I mean, gun boots is still a little nuts, though. Knife and fork. Always, every time I choose this power-up. Because even at random, more health is always a good thing. Hup! I think I ate that guy. Okay, the white ones are the spiky ones. I thought the red ones were the spiky ones, and I was jumping all over the place like a dang fool. And the reason I changed to weapons I don't like, I don't know if you've noticed, is you get extra weapon power every time you get one of those. You get life when you get a heart-shaped one, and weapon power when you get the other one. So, it's quite... Oh, Lord, there's, like, the entire world is after me now. Oh, that's bad. Oh, this... Okay, alright. This is not great for me. Alright, let's go! Let's go down the well, like the game title says. Oh, no. Huh. All right. Yeah, usually it's best to buy whatever you can, because, like in Enter the Gungeon, it's the same deal. Things get more expensive the further down you go. So you might as well just spend all your gems while you have them. Oh yes, excellent. Apple. Good. I always take that one when I see it, too. Health, I'm big on health. Really big fan. I feel like it's to my benefit to get as much health as possible whenever possible. And here's another shop. That would have been super helpful had it happened at the end of the last game. But alas, it could not. I mean, it could have, but it did not. I'm just mixing my sort of speech modes a little bit. Whoop! There's someplace I want to go. Get punched. Huh! Alright. I think I'll take the rocket jump. This one I have to be careful of, though, because... And there's wall jumps in this, and I only ever do it by accident. Oh, Lord. Alright, I keep trying to rocket jump when I'm not actually standing on anything. And that's the one... There are two dangers to rocket jumping. One is you often try and rocket jump when you're not actually standing on anything, as proven just now. The other... Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Don't have enough money for anything. I think I will save my money this time for health, since shops at least appear to be more prolific. The other thing that can happen when you've got this rocket jump on is it destroys the blocks beneath you, which you know, sometimes you were standing on that. So, yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. Triple, that'll be a little easier to handle there. Triples are really good for hang time. But there's spikes everywhere. Oh, burst. Why must you plague me? That was not a good idea, but whatever. We're done with that one. Safety jetpack. Sure, why not? I forget exactly how this one works, but we'll find out. Gotta get them bubbles. Bubble, bubble. Bubble trouble. Oh, burst. Burst, you're failing me so hard. You're failing me. I hate it. Why? Why you gotta be like that, burst? Oh, nope. Nope, nope. Alright, I'm just barely hanging on here. I mean, my bubbles are fine, but, my... Oh, hey! There we go, om nom nom. Get it. Get those oms and those noms. Oh, boy. Alright, okay, alright, this is unacceptable. Oh, jeez. Yeesh and sheesh. Gotta look out for those guys. Come on, apple! I think I already ate one. I don't think you can get more than one. I will go with the one that gives me 1 health. Why not? See, and this one, this color scheme messes with my head a little bit because usually it's the darker colored things. I think it's the opposite of how it usually is. Usually the darker colored things are the ones you want to shoot, and the light colored ones are the ones you want to... Oh, dang. And the light colored ones are the ones you want to jump on, and such is not the case in this color scheme. Oh, I did myself in. Alright, one more, and then we'll call it quits. I'm not sure how many like bonus things there are in this game because I keep on getting them and I expect them to stop any day now, and they don't. They just don't. Which I super appreciate. Like I'd rather it were you know, more things that affected the game slightly more than these palette changes do. But it's like I've got all the style changes. I'm hoping that there's a game changer still two still left. I would like my persistence here to be rewarded. But if not, still a very fun game. I highly recommend it. I think it's free on Vita right now. I paid like $5 for it, but you know, I've certainly gotten my money's worth already. I mean, just in the 2 videos you've seen me play, I think I've gotten my money's worth. This might be one I do maybe a little bit every day until I beat it. Enter the Gungeon was that way until recently, like, because there was nothing else to unlock or anything, and it was getting kind of... It was getting a little... not boring, because I still haven't beaten that challenge yet, but it was getting a little much for me to be doing it every day. Unless, you know, unless I hit the year anniversary of when I started. So I'm doing that every week. If I hit 52 videos, the year anniversary of when I did my first video, I will start doing it every day again. For, like, that week. If I don't beat it in that week, I will go back to doing it every week. You already know this if you watched my Enter the Gungeon video. I mentioned it a few times. Boink. Oh boy. Oh hey, end of the level. Timeout. I keep getting that in lieu of any better options, and it's kind of upsetting, because it's not really that great of a power-up. Oh my god. I'm gonna have bats for days after me. I gotta go. I gotta go, but I gotta be careful, because I don't want even closer bats after me for days. Like that one, for, say, example. Oh, drat. Alright. That didn't end as badly as it could have for me. But still, bats for days, bats for days, bats for days. Snails for hours, but bats for days. Oh, that level, I mean, I know it's just part of the first set of levels, but even that can be stressful if you get enough dang bats after you. Alright. This guy's gotta go down. This ghosty ghost gotta get jumped on. The thing I like about the ghost is if you actually see one coming, and if you're not falling at 1,000,000 miles an hour, you can just, like that, you can just go ahead and, you know, wait until they come up through the floor, and you can just go bloink, and they're done. Of course, they are really gun tough. Like, you will have to, if you want to kill a ghost with a gun, you have to shoot at it for a while. In games as in life, right? Oh, pow. They're just giving chase and I'm not having any of it. There's a modifier in this that increases your range with your weapon. And well, that would be great maybe for this. I'm not sure that overall it's a benefit, because weapon range is usually great. But this is not a usual situation, because in this situation you've flung yourself down a well. That's where the unusualness starts. I am down to 0 gems. I don't think I've ever done that before. Had exactly the right amount to purchase everything in the store. Or indeed, even the things I wanted. Nappy! Oh! Firing your gun when you get close to the ground is super risky business, because it's always hard to tell when you're gonna land. Sure, 10% discount in a shop at the start. Maybe I should have taken that one on the round where I got so far. I'm not gonna be able to afford any of that, but I'll check just in case. Boink. Oh, that guy nearly got me. Oh boy, that's a bat. Boink. Shotgun. Okay, now anything below me is going to suffer. It's just the way of the shotgun. But seeing as how, you know, future me is going to be below present me, it's not always the best thing. Ah, drat it. That's another thing with that, okay, that burst can actually fire pretty fast. I may have been doing it wrong. just fire everything and burst at once if you want it to be at all effective. Maybe not near the beginning of the game when you don't have so much energy, though. Gemstick, drone. I'll take the drone. It's not my favorite because it's very distracting. That's the worst thing about the drone, is it's kind of distracting, but it's above me too as well. So, yeah, I can't afford any of that. So the drone might be a godsend against those jellyfish that, you know, make it their business to get all down in my business after they pass me up. Up. Alright. Whoa, that one almost got me. That one also almost got me, I should say, because, I did getted. Okay. Oh, that one I'm gonna miss. Oh, I went for, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this other one before it becomes a problem. And lo and behold, the first one wrecked me up. Candle, that prolongs my invincibility period. We'll see if it makes any difference. Hey, I can afford stuff now. Some stuff. None of the stuff that will give me any health. Alright, I think I'm going to save my pennies, such as it were, for my jennies. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so one of those enemies just exploded. It looked like for no reason, but there was a reason, because an enemy who hits one of those time bubbles does absolutely explode. So that's helpful to know. Okay, alright. You can stop following me any day now. Boy, that bubble gets really small really fast, and it doesn't even really seem accurate to the, I'll take a pretty balloon, sure. It doesn't really even seem accurate to, the rate. I love how this guy has his own bubble. It's very smart of him. Alright, I'll take 1 hit point. Could have probably held out for 2 in the next round, but who knows if there's even going to be a next round. That is the great mystery that plagues us all. Okay, those guys are gonna fall on my head here real quick. Alright. Okay, that guy's coming for me. That guy's after me. That guy's after me real hard. Still coming. Maybe that's a different one, though. Oh, get to the side. Alright. Oh. And then the turtle did me in. That was so dumb. Alright. Triple. Gem high. Maximum overdrive. I should not have survived that by any reasonable stretch of the imagination. Alright, we'll just dodge through here real quick and go. 3-3. Youth. More upgrades to choose from. Don't really like. That's great and all, but I like the +1 hit points. Alright. So I can't buy anything. Well, maybe I can. No, I absolutely cannot. Why did I even think that I could? Jeez. It's, you know, not many of your clients get down here. I don't know why everything would be so expensive, though. I suppose for the clients who do get down here, probably pretty wealthy by the time they get here, so I suppose that does make a certain amount. Was that pizza? I like pizza. Oh my god. This laser is killing me just a little bit, because frankly... Oh boy. Oh, shotgun. Shotgun is not going to be much better. These ones that are coming from the top are just doing me in. Is that a heart? It is. It's a laser heart. Laser heart! That isn't the most hair metal thing, but I don't know what is. Hey! Come on, another apple. Oh. Blast module, I guess? Like, I don't even think that'll do me any good here, but... Oh, hey, I can afford things. Sushi! Oh my god, I almost ran out of charge there. This... Oh, Nike crap. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. That I can jump off of. Laser. Bringing it back to laser. Laser Town. I just want to get to the last boss. Oh my god. Oh my god, my laser almost ran out. I do like laser for this though, because triple will also be fine, because that gives me a lot of ups. And it lasts forever. So if something's coming up on me, I can either avoid it or shoot it or something. God, this level is going on forever! When is it gonna stop? Oh! It's the final boss. No, it's 4-2. Knife and fork, I guess? Oh, dang. My poor... Did I get something for that? Rice ball. Oh my god. Oh, I'm like sweating right now. It's I feel so gross. I'm sweating so hard. It's my hands are just drenched, and this is the way it was when I defeated the dragon in Enter the Gungeon. It's exactly the same. It's sweaty palms, panic, not panic really, but like the potential for panic. I know if things go real wrong, I'm gonna be you know, quite distressed. Oh, that was almost went wrong. Speaking of distress. Oh man, this machine gun is super good for this, especially with the amount of energy that I have. It just goes and goes and goes, and I can just take my time a little bit. Oh, that's all I wanted. Get to the final boss. I think this is the final boss. Boss. I don't care about any of this. Let's go with the safety jetpack. Shop. I can't afford anything. Oh boy. Oh. Alright. Okay. Oh, we gotta keep going down the well. Hey, Downwell. Alright. I feel very claustrophobic, which is not something that has happened in this game until now. I mean, it hasn't happened super much. I'm trying to figure out if it has a health meter, but I'm just not seeing any. Oh, shit. There's a shotgun. Dang, friends. Oh, what? I thought I... Ah, drat. Dude. though. I got to the final boss. I unlocked Lavender Palette, and we'll be playing with that, I guess, next time. Here's what it looks like for preview. This is what we'll be seeing next time. So, that was Downwell. I actually fought the final boss. Oh my god, I thought that was going to take a lot longer to get to than it did for me. Like, several more playthroughs. But I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm getting good. Alright. I'm going to continue to play this game because I love it. And I'll see you next time.